Yes. Welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning. Please have a seat. Welcome once again.
Thank you.
I'm Prisca Kpeglo. May I know you, please?
Prayer choir.
All right. Nice meeting you. Please, how old are you?
I'm 18 years of age.
All right. Thank you for coming to the counseling center.
It's my pleasure.
It's not everybody that has the courage to come to see the counselor, but you have taken a bold step to see me, so you are most welcome. Please feel comfortable and then let's have a chat. Is that right?
Yes, please.
You are once again welcome.
Thank you.
All right, you say you are 18 years, so I'll give you a consent form you fill for me, okay? Before we proceed, I would like you to provide me with the following information. Thank you so much. All right. We also have a consent form. You read through and then you sign here for me, please. All right. Thank you so much, Irene. What a nice name. You look worried.
Yes,
but as you have come to the counseling center, even though I've not heard your issue yet, but feel free and talk. This is a place for rescue. Is it clear to you?
Yes, please.
All right. But before we proceed, in counseling, we have what we call confidentiality.
Okay.
So it means that whatever we discuss here remains with us.
Okay.
So you keep whatever we say or discuss here. I also do my part and keep it to myself. No other third party must hear of our conversation. Is it clear by you?
Okay.
But there are 4 conditions of which confidentiality can be broken in counseling. That is, the first one, if you want to harm yourself, I have no option than to break confidentiality. Then also, if you want to harm a minor or an aged person, confidentiality can also be broken. The third one is, if you want to harm someone with disability, I also have the authority to break confidentiality. Then last but not least, if the court subpoena, that is, if the court demands an information from me about you, it means I have to break confidentiality. Apart from that, all that we'll be discussing will remain within the two of us. I hope it is clear by you.
Okay, ma'am.
I hope you don't have issue about that. Yes. All right, thank you so much. Then also in counseling, depending upon the issue you have brought to the counselor, we have about the minimum number of times we'll be meeting is 8. Then the maximum is 12. So it means that from 8 session to the 12 session we'll be meeting right from the beginning, the first session to either 8 sessions before we terminate. The termination means what? Will bring our therapeutic relationship to an end. Or from the first session to the 12th session, then we'll bring our discussion to an end. Then also along the line, I'll be giving you assignments. Not in any bookish form. I will ask you to do some petty things for me, which will help in the process and also help you in the process to fast track our discussion. I hope it is clear. I hope you abide by it.
Yes.
All right, thank you so much. As you came, I've seen that you look worried. Can you share with me why you have come to see me this morning?
Yes, please. Please, I'm pregnant for 3 weeks now, and all the ideas that are coming to my head is to abort it. If I'm not able to abort it, then I'll kill myself or commit suicide. That's what I can.
Alright, that should be worrying as a student. Alright, we'll see how we are going to help you, or the two of us will help us solve or resolve this issue. But if I heard you right, you said you are a student and you are in Form 3. But for some few weeks now, you have seen that you are pregnant and you want to take or terminate it. Is that not it?
Yes.
Or if you are not able to terminate it, it means you are going to kill yourself.
Yes.
Or commit suicide. Is that right?
Yes.
All right. It is good you have taken this bold step to see the counselor. So with your cooperation and all that I'll also be helping you with, I hope you have a solution to this issue. But now that you want to harm yourself, I told you earlier on that on 4 occasions, if you want to harm yourself or others, or if the court demands information about you, you have to break confidentiality.
Yes.
And one of the conditions will make me to break confidentiality, that is, take your own life. So I want to give you a no suicide contract form. You sign for me, you read through it, and then you send it home. And when you send it home, what you are going to do is you paste it at your wall, wherever you think you can see it at all time. Then immediately the thoughts comes into your mind, you read through it that you have signed a contract with the counselor and that you will not harm yourself. Is that okay by you? So please, can you read it loud for me to hear? So that after that you sign, I also sign as an evidence.
1. I, Irene, agree not to kill myself, attempt to kill myself or cause any harm to myself of any time. 2. I agree to get rid of anything that could use to kill myself, including but not limited to guns, other weapons, pills, etc. 3. In the event of an emergency, such that I am in serious danger of hurting or killing myself, I agree to call or go to the nearest hospital emergency room for immediate assistance. 4. I agree that those conditions are part of my counseling contract with any therapist and are effective immediately and indefinitely.
So you have a portion to write your name, you sign and write the date. You also have a portion, so can you quickly do that for me, please? So when you are about to leave, I'll give you the form. I also keep one as a reminder. Can you give me your telephone number, please?
05509 3-2. 3-2.
Okay. So let me also provide mine. In case the thought comes into your mind, do not hesitate to call me. Is that okay by you?
Yes.
All right. Now that we have gone through all these processes, can we set goals for ourselves that at the end of all the sessions that we'll be meeting, we'll be able to achieve at least the greater goals that we have set?
At the end of this counseling, I've learned that when you are pregnant, doing some kind of thing, so I want you to help me as I'm in SHS. I'll be stressed out, so I need your guidance so that I'll be able to write the WASI. And also you help me to remove all the thoughts that are coming in my head.
Alright. So these are good goals you have set for yourself. It means that with your collaboration with me, you'll be able to see the way forward. But as I said, you have signed a suicide contract form, but the headmaster must be in the know that this is the issue. Even though the counselor will be helping you to resolve your issue, but I have to inform the headmaster. I hope that will be okay by you.
Okay.
Alright. So, upon going through the form you have filled for me, it means that you didn't tell anybody about your pregnancy. What about your parents?
Nothing.
You have not said anything to them?
Yes.
Alright. So none of your friends too are aware of your condition?
Nothing.
Okay. So have you also tried taking any pill that will terminate the pregnancy?
I started dancing about it. So I'm now asking people of it.
You are now asking people about the medicine to take?
Yes.
Is it your friends or your colleagues?
My colleagues.
Your colleagues?
Yeah.
So does it mean that they are aware of your pregnancy?
They are not aware. I said it. I only asked them what are some of the medicine that they use for aborting pregnancy. I didn't say myself.
All right, that will be fine. So as a student, we know you have exam ahead of us to write, but this is the condition. So going forward, what should we do? This is where you have decided to terminate it. So the termination, do you think will be ideal for you? Looking at the harms in it, because if care is not taken and you don't go to the appropriate place to do this or terminate pregnancy, one, you can die through that. Excessive bleeding can also come out of it, and then also it means you are going to lose the baby God has given you. Do you get it?
Yes.
So if you can think about any other form of having solution to this. But for now, we are going to focus on the suicide ideation that you have. Then we'll see the way forward. What we are going to do for you to have the sound mind to write your paper. Is that okay by you? So as I said, you are going to keep this form, paste it on your wall in your room, wherever you can see it at all time, so that anytime the idea comes, you just read through it. Or if you doubt, you can just call me. I'll either meet you at the counseling center or we'll see the way forward. Are you okay by that?
Yes.
All right. So I'll be giving you an assignment. So now that you are planning or asking your friends to provide some medicine for you to go and buy, can you have a second thought to that?
Yes.
So what do you think you'll be doing within the week?
I'll think of a way to convince my parents. The reason I'm terminating the pregnancy is because of my parents. So I'll be thinking of a way to convince them so that I will not terminate the pregnancy again.
It means that should your parents hear of the issue, they'll be very angry with you, right?
Yes.
All right. So now that you'll be going home this week, can you approach them? Let's say at dawn, just call them. Or if you cannot meet your father, can you meet your mother and talk to her so that she can speak to your father about the situation?
Yes, please.
All right, so I'm going to teach you this. So when you go at dawn, you knock at the door. Then you call your mother out to your own room. Do you have a personal room?
Yes, please.
All right, you call her to your room. So the way we are sitting, right? So you tell your mother, please, this may be hurting and disappointing, but there is a need for me to disclose it. The issue is that I've missed my menstruation for about 2-3 weeks now. So I want you to help me tell my father or daddy. Can you do that?
Yes.
All right, let's practice it and see. So let's assume I'm your mother. So
Good morning.
good morning.
Mom, please, I have something to talk about it with you.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, I know this will be very sad to hear or you lose hope in me, but almost 3 weeks now I've not seen my menses, and I'm not sure I can go and tell my dad myself, so I want you to help me to disclose the issue to him.
That's very good. You are a brilliant student, so you keep it up. So this is the assignment I'm giving you. You disclose this to your mother first, then she'll break the news to your father. Then whatever it is, my number is on the form. Let either your mother or father call me. Then we'll see the way forward before you resume school next week. Is that okay?
Yes.
All right, thank you so much. The next appointment day, now that you people are going for 1 week vacation or break, it means that next week, Thursday, you'll be in school, right?
Yes.
All right, so can we meet around 3 p.m. next week, Thursday?
Yes, please.
All right. Please remember to call me 24 hours to the time. That is, you'll be calling me on Wednesday, 3 p.m. to inform me about your inability to come for the session. But if I didn't receive any call, it means Thursday, 3 p.m. we'll be meeting, right?
Yes.
All right. Can you summarize all that you have said today?
Yes, please.
Okay.
The first one, you talk about confidentiality.
Okay.
You thought that before you can disclose the issue that I had with you, it's either I want to harm myself or harm a disabled person.
Okay.
Or the court asks for evidence.
Okay.
That's what I can remember for now. That was the confidentiality you talk about.
That's
and you
good.
also talk about we'll be having 8 to 12 section.
Okay.
When we are having the counseling section.
Okay.
And
I also gave you a form
no
to fill.
suicide contact form.
Okay.
So that anytime I have any bad thoughts in my mind, I will look at it and read it at where I paste it in my room.
Okay. That's good. So have you been relieved a little? Because when you came, you were very sad, but now I can see some smile in your face.
Yes.
All right. So thank you so much for coming. Remember to do my assignment for me. Then we'll take it up from there. So have a lovely day.
Same thing.
And take care. All right. I'll see you next week.